Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports. We'll see Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. To return it, Darius Phillips. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top? He's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
First down, here's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Jet sweep, Boyd with it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Big time right there.
Well, we've said it many times, Charles, when you have weapons like this at the wide receiver position, just get them the football any way that you can, and here it's in the run game.
And that was an example of catching a team off guard because it really paid off for them. They weren't ready for that at all. I know they weren't ready to try and catch him because once he hit full stride, that was going to turn into a big play, and it did.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Mixon with a first down carry. Samuel Aguavin makes the stop.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. On 3rd down, Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. Now Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, everybody in the house had to figure that was going to be a 1-yard plunge. I know I was fooled. How about you?
Absolutely. I had to readjust my eyes when it was a play fake. Good job defensively, though, to not bite.
Too bad that didn't end the series. They still have to hold in there.
This could very well be 4-down territory, but right now we focus on 3rd and goal from the 1. Here's a run with Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon taking it in, and the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon.
What is it, deal? Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the man from Kentucky, this is Lynn Bowden. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to float this one. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a big play here for the Dolphins on 3rd. 43 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They run with Bowden. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And on his way to end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. And they'll run the option to start the drive. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow looking to pass. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now, Joe Mixon. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. And that went off the mark a little late with the throw. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. "36 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Throw left side, complete. It's Fuller. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. .42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll throw from the gun. He finds his running back, Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 43-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking of the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Burrow will throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. 3rd down here. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Raekwon Davis in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Miami set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Bowden. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now it's Brown. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he's stopped right around the 29. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty. (7-7), our score after 1. 6 yards left on second down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On second down, here's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon and give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring out 4th down.
No pain, no gain!
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. On the ground, it's Bowden. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On second down, here's Mixon. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now it's Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And fights through one man, stepping up. Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they take over, they'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Now, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
They'll run it here with Bowden. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 21. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Looking to pass. Tua. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Tua going to throw. That's complete to Lynn Bowden. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Brian Flores learned under the master. He's going to go on 4th down. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And he's got it. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Sanders on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to get this out to the 25.
Give us all.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the 1st half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Jet sweep, Boyd with it. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
2nd down and 5. Burrow looking to pass. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st down, Mixon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Steps away to his left. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
I'm about to go home. You got to step it up.
We didn't come to see this.
You guys are garbage.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be from 49 yards out. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Boyd. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Ain't no joke on it right now.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. To the air again, Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. Seibert's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is Jakeem Grant. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a very strong first half for our rookie quarterback. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
2 and now on first down. Now a short one to Gesicki. 7 yards, the pickup there.
How about the timing on that one? Where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now Burrow on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. There's a short one caught by Uzama and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Money on this game. Don't make me come down there.
Going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They broke the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On second down, Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And Charles, the second time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here comes Grant on the return.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Miami set to take over, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
He gets this one complete to Bowden.
No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to pass. Tua going deep here for Parker. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And for a while when this place opened, all the talk was about punts hitting the Giants scoreboard here in Arlington. I don't think we ever heard about a pass hitting the scoreboard, but that's probably about as close as you're going to get. That one was way up there.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll try it again with Bowden. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 21. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, Phillips. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Now this throw caught left side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
First down, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield, because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
After the penalty, it's Mixon.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On second down, here's Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, and that'll bring up second down. They fake the handoff, now Tua. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Tua. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Once again, they run with Mixon. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. third down, Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats show him reaching at a top speed of 20 miles an hour. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Tua going to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Tua. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the 4th quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too. Because when you think about it, tie ball game, rookie quarterback, most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
Sanders on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, Phillips. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go! This is our time! Our time!
Ready to go on offense, out come the Bengals. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Going to throw again. This pass complete to Higgins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
That was a really nice job there, stretching zone coverage by running that route deep enough before breaking it back towards the sideline and being open.
And a precise throw for the reception of the 1st. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
About to find out. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To the air again, Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. A draw play for Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Let's go, come on!
14 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and a defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Seibert on for the PAT. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Grant sets to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 23.
He'll look to throw right away.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Looking to pass. Tua. And that is incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Tua to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today.
What is this?
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Tua sets up to pass it.
They'll run the screen with Bowden.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, Phillips. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Raekwon Davis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Looking to pass. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. So a change of possession here on the punt. Miami set to take over. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, it's Brown. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down now. It's Brown. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Miami. This is taken at the 15. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 7, 1:44 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Here we go with Burrow. That is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee goes Tua, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.